Well, seeing as that I am just starting my videos, I've been looking at a lot of the older videos that a lot of these Star Wars, a lot of the other people I watched video-wise, did a survey called "Getting to Know a Star Wars Fan." So I thought I would take my time to do the quick answers to these questions, since I am a Star Wars fan. You would know it by my screen name, but we'll get to that one later. So let's go. Number one, getting to know. How long have you been a fan of Star Wars? Well, the answer is basically all my life. Um, it's one of the first movies I really remember. I was born in 1979, which I know dates me, puts me at 30 years old. But honestly, the Star Wars series honestly changed my perspective of many things, between how I view movies, my respect for special effects, my respect for movies in just general. Heck, my faith is even based a little bit on that. I mean, I took up Buddhism because of what the Jedi believe, and I very strongly believe similar things about nature and everything else of that nature. So really, I've known a long. I've been a fan all my life that I can remember. What is your earliest memory of Star Wars? Um, yeah, the earliest memory I can think of is getting Star Wars toys for Christmas. Everything I got the original Millennium Falcon. I still have somewhere. And I have the original Ewok Village, which I have somewhere. Um, Things like that that I really really loved. I remember most of the toys have broken parts and pieces, which I was dumb. I was just a kid back then. I wish I could have kept them in good shape, because I don't know how much they'd be worth, but I'd love to have a collection of those perfect figures. Who is your favorite Star Wars character of all time and why? That is a very very good question. Um, there are so many characters I love. Tell you what I'm gonna do is I'll give you a light side and a dark side, just because it's so hard. Light side, I gotta say Yoda. I love a lot of characters on the light side, but Yoda's got so much true Buddhist logic in what he says. Do or do not, there is no try. Anything like that he says comes straight from Buddhism. It's that whole keeping calm, serene, there's no reason to panic. And it's just that philosophy that I love. If it comes to straight dark side, obviously, if you go to my YouTube page, you'll see my icon, Darth Maul. Absolutely, one of the greatest villains of all time. Even slightly, just barely trumps Vader, and only just. And I think that's why they had to kill him. It's because they knew that if, for two reasons, they had to kill him. Because one, he would trump Vader if you're not careful, and second, he killed a Jedi Master. You have to kill the Sith after they do that. I mean, he's not as iconic as Vader, so he doesn't get to survive as many movies. So, I mean, Darth Maul is just a great character. I've even got an autograph by Ray Park. I'll maybe put on a review one of these days. Um, so, number 4. What is your most favorite and prized Star Wars possession and why? Hands down, my Force Effects Darth Vader lightsaber. Once again, maybe I'll put that in a review here, so next coming up. That thing, I mean, I've always loved lightsabers. I've had a fascination with it, and it's the closest thing I'm going to have to a real lightsaber probably in my lifetime. Because I just don't see them ever actually making a lightsaber that really functions, the energy beam that can cut through things. If they did, I'd be the first to train. I'd love to learn fencing. I'd love to learn every single form of art there is in that swordplay. I consider myself a fan of all swordplay, so that's mainly because of Star Wars as well. Number 5. Where in the world do you come from? I am from the United States. I'm from Southern California. I live in a city called Garden Grove, which is not that far from Anaheim and Disneyland. Also close to Knott's Berry Farm. Not a decent drive from like Universal, SeaWorld, everywhere. So I've got all the theme parks nearby, and I can go to every once in a while. But I am in a general area where I get a lot of tourists, so I get to meet some people and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a nice area. Weather's always pretty hospitable. Today was like in the 80s. It's just usually sunny out here. I know if it's the cliches, California is sunny all the time. Outside of number 6, outside of Star Wars, what else do you do with your life? Well, until recently, I had a job. The company I worked for went out of business. Um, I am currently looking for work, but yes, I play video games. I have all three current video game consoles out there right now. Like I said, I'm a nerd. I mainly have the Wii and the 360. I got the PS3 mainly for Blu-ray capability. Not the best player per se, but Wi-Fi, and you can't argue with that really. For the price, not to mention I got it when our company was going out of business, so I got it for like $100 less than what it should have been. So, number 7, what is the origin of your screen name? Alright, so screen name wise, like I said, it's not a Star Wars reference screen name. My screen name is actually an Army of Darkness reference. You'll see it says Ash W Gun. Really, that refers to as Ash with gun. Because there's a great line from Army of Darkness that says, good, bad, I'm the one with the gun. So, that's basically what the reference comes from. 8, apart from your own videos, whose videos do you enjoy watching? Absolutely Sith Lord 229, Jedi Master 13. Your videos are very entertaining. I started watching Sith Eskeen. I'm a huge fan of Stella Stewart. Jim Gaffigan's been putting some really funny ones out lately. I like random videos in general. So, number 9. Which of the one Star Wars which of is the one Star Wars thing that you want but probably wouldn't be able to get? You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb and probably say, either an entire collection of the original toys that came out, or the Darth Maul Force Effects lightsaber. It's $200, and that's just a lot of money to spend on the Force Effects. Not to mention to find a place for it. Maybe one day I will own it. Who knows? But I'm probably not gonna get it. It's just unlikely. Which is the one Star Wars thing that you want? Okay, number 10. Final question. If you could be any Star Wars character, what would it be? Well, what would it be, or who would it be? That's the real question. If it's what would it be, hands down Jedi. There's no question. I know I've had my issues with anger, but I believe in that philosophy, and I try to hold back anger, and I try never to let my anger flare at people. I try to take care of people. I try to help my fellow man. It's just that nature in me. That's the Jedi philosophy. It's the Buddhist philosophy to make life and mankind a better place. To make things better for everyone, not just yourself. Improve yourself through helping others. So I mean, obviously that would be what it was. If I had to pick a character of who I would be, I'm gonna say Han Solo. As much as he doesn't believe in the Force, there's just something fun. I mean, not only does he get the girl, and the cute one at that, because Carrie Fisher was quite the thing back then. But honestly, he's just cool. I mean, you gotta admit, he can be a little hot-headed at times, but he just keeps it cool, and he's just a fun, what do I care kind of attitude guy, and you gotta love him. I mean, you can't help but love him. So anyway, this wraps my video up, guys, and until then, may the Force be with you.